What's up, y'all? So I'm just gonna be doing a little breakdown of my song called the GANZFELD EFFECT. So I started this song like a little over 13 days ago, and I'm wrapping it up. It's pretty much almost done. I'm just working out a few things mixing wise. So yeah, let's do a little overview. So I started the song off with Omnisphere. I just loaded up Omnisphere, and I just started with this arpeggio. And here's how it sounds. I made this from a square wave. It was, I forgot which waveform it was in Omnisphere, but so yeah, that's what I started off with. For the channel strip, I just did some EQ. I made it did a pretty big low cut and then a high cut as well. Added some Echo Boy on there. We got ping pong delay, period. Some radiator to add some warmth. Filter arc by Korg. I just have some cutoff filter modulation shit. I mean, it's filter arc, it's filter modulation, and then just some EQ. I have a high cut, and I think they're automated too. Yeah, there's some automation in there. And then I went in with a new type of arpeggio, and it was just like static chords, just over and over. So this is what it sounded like. So, yeah, and then I just added some ping pong on there too, radiator, and just some EQ. So yeah, that's it, pretty much it for the intro, and then we have some keys coming in that I just added in with Keyscape. And this little part returns in like the choruses, and then it kind of switches up at the bridge and the end. So this is what it sounds like at the intro though. So you can see all my MIDI regions that I recorded, as well as with the arpeggios. You just see we use Omnisphere. They're perfect. So, and then for effects, I just have this going through a bunch of shit. We got an 1176, a 1073, and 1176. Some RC20 for distortion, a stereo imager, just making it a little wider. I added some reverb chambers, EQ, and tremolo. So that's pretty much it for the piano at this part. And then at the bass drop, beat drop, we have this really, just listen. Alright, so let's break it down. So you hear the arpeggios from before, but this one is gated. And I think, yeah, that's the only, okay, so the regular chord one isn't gated. And then we have this little lead that I made with Mini Freak. Perfect, beautiful. For the bass, I made this really deep, like punchy sub bass for the intro, and I added some tremolo, so it kind of jittered around a little bit, I guess you could call it. So this is what it sounds like. So that's that. I made that with Serum 2. And then for the percussion, I also made a little kick in Serum. This is what it sounds like. Perfect. I added some Voice of God. Perfect. I mean, if you add that to it works good on everything. I mean, I use it very sparingly when I'm mixing, like especially on like bass and kicks. I'll use it on, and then in mastering, it adds a really nice color to your mix. So, or master, I should say. But yeah. So I for drums, the rest of the drums in this part, I recently got this. Let me show you guys. A Roland TR-8S, and this was the first project I ever used it on, and I just had these rim shots that I made. Ignore the crazy ass EQ, it's for tone. And this is what that sounds like. I added open hats, some rim shots. So yeah. So that's crazy as fuck. For the signal chain, I just put it through some radiator, Voice of God. This is just because I wanted to get a really like distorted, like I don't know, just some warmth in the low end before I cut it out. So it, I don't know, it sounded cool. So I added some phase mixtures, my EQ, tremolo. That's just going left and right really quickly. Zero smoothing. And then for the bus, I just have a clipper on there, a transient designer, and some more tremolo. So yeah. And then that's pretty much it. I also have these vocal chops that come in throughout the song. You can see, whoa. Yeah, these are all the chops that I recorded, and then this is how it sounds. Awesome. So, yeah, and once that Alright, so, our lead vocals come in. I have them running through some auto-tune, cutting out the low end with some subtractive EQ, de-esser, LA2A, and also, I should know, before I run these into Logic, I have them running through a 1073 and a 1176 before it goes into Logic. So, yeah, I just use the LA2A just to kind of shave off any peaks that the 1176 doesn't catch. So, and then for I just added some air with the Pultec EQP 1A Fire, and I added some more air with Fresh Air by Slate Digital. I have that running to a background buzz, a bus. a reverb bus, and I just have little plates with some EQ on there, cutting out the lows we don't need and boosting the highs just so we get some presence and beautifulness. So this is what like the vocals sound like together.
What if I wanna keep the memories? What if I wanna drain you empty? Don't look at me to feel bad for you. It's not what I do.
So, these are just bounces of these stacks that I did. I can show you. These are all the audio files. There's quite a lot. I think there's some. Oh yeah, it's not showing all of them, but yeah, I did a lot of that, but I just consolidated them just for processing. So yeah, and then yeah, those sound like this.
What if I wanna keep the memories? What if I wanna drain you empty? Don't look at me to feel bad for you.
She's a little, but hey, I don't care. I'm really lazy with my background vocals. Like, you really don't. I'm not pretentious about it, because if you can't hear it and it's not like awful, then it doesn't matter to me. Like, so, cause yeah, I mean, a big inspiration for my music when I started producing was Lana Del Rey's Ocean Boulevard, and that album, all of the vocal line was not in the question at all in the mixing of that song, and I love it because really I just love that, you know, I don't know, just not having something be so polished off and not corporate, like industrialized. I don't know what the word is, like, you know, just like how kind of like how pop nowadays, like just like stereotypical pop sounds like a sterile doctor's clinic. Like, it just doesn't sound good. Like, I hate it. So, you know, I love that she added that. I love that her and Jack, maybe, I don't know, I love it. So I just think about that whenever I'm like, oh my gosh, all these artists, they're like using vocal line on all their shit. It's like, it's really not necessary. I mean, you don't need it to be like snapped in time. I don't use vocal line. I just use like the time stretch feature because it's easy. I have vocal line, but Logic sucks because I can't use the ARA function, and it's like, what's the point in using vocal line when you have to go through every single track and record, and it's so stupid. So that's why I don't use vocal line. But I mean, I would use it if it, like, I don't know, whatever, who cares. So I then, for this chorus, I added another sub with Trillion. I have that running through some tremolo, heat wave for distortion. Oh, Valhalla Supermassive. This I had automated. Right here you can see the automation. Well, that was a jump scare. I was gonna say that I would play it for you in a second, but I guess we'll play it now. So I just automated the Supermassive into this little crazy ass thing. So it sounds fire. And then I also automated the heat wave too, to kind of really distort that, so those high notes really punched. So yeah, I just added that with Trillion. I don't know if I used a preset or if I made that on my own. I think I did the sound design on that. I'm not sure. And then the bass bus, I just have it running through auto-tune. That's a really good trick if you don't use it already. I forgot where I picked it up from. It was, I think it might have been like shit. I think it might have been Phineas. I was watching a breakdown of a song, and this producer was saying how he throws on auto tune, and I'm like, hey, let me do it. So yeah, I have the retune set to about like 34, so it's not too fast, it's not too slow. I'm just cutting out any unwanted frequencies under like 30 hertz, and then just rounding off the top end so it's not too bright. I then have that running through sidechain compression, which is tied to the kick. So it's a good little trick. Like when you have a kick and a bass, they're both, in the low end. And when you have a lot of things in the low end, it gets muddy. So the goal is to basically duck the bass when the kick plays, and for it to come back in as the kick fades out. So basically, the kick plays, and as soon as it starts to die out, the bass comes in. So that's what I have set for the sidechain compression. And then I have that running through some distressor and little labs. And then I have that going to a bus with some heat wave. And I just wanted this just to get some like really high end distortion. So I cut out around like 200 hertz and boosted the highs. And then I ran that through distressor just to compress it a little bit so it's not too uneven sounding throughout the bass, because that was a big problem I was having, was like and I can still kind of hear it right here. But anyways, yeah, so we add in this this lead. Is it gonna change? So that's that. That's atmosphere. Percussion. Ew, I don't like how I said that like a frat dude. Sorry, guys. For the snare, I added in a snare. Wow. How innovative. In the chorus. Starts, and I have it going to some EMT 140, which I have hidden, because I bounced it, so, yeah. So this is what that sounds like. I have that running through Radiator. I don't know if you could hear me. I have that running through Radiator. And then it's going, yeah, that's the bus sent to the EMT 140. And then for the snare bus, I just have some EQ. I wanted to cut out some of the highs because it was a little too snappy. And then I just threw a clipper on there. Slate Digital bus clipper. And I made that with Korg Electribe, which I then add in this with Electribe too. Perfect. And then I like to use battery for, like, battery has some really good presets in there. So I like to use them. I'm having a brain fart right now, sorry. Anyways. It's an open hat. Perfect. And then again with the TR-8S, I went in with this, oh shit. I went in with this, it's probably gonna, bounce again. Hold up, y'all. I went in with this shaker loop that I made. Which I have running through Echo Boy. Is it gonna load? No, it's not. Okay, whatever. It's because it's frozen. I know, I'm not stupid. I was just testing something. I have some Echo Boy and Tremolo on there. So, we have some effects. In that chorus lead up, we have this. Cool. Got that from Slice. Thanks, Slice. I also have this Sennheiser Rise at the start. It's all over. I have Rises all over. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, that's, did I play the chorus? Yeah, okay, so I played the chorus. Now let's go through the pre-chorus. So in the percussion, I just add in some bongos. Bonk, 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 bonk. That Cardi B song, Megan Thee Stallion, Fire. This is what the bongos. Fire. Okay, so I have this backspin that I just got from Splice. Again, thank you, Splice. I brought that down 12 semitones because I didn't like how I wanted it to be a lot deeper. I added heat wave to that as well. And then for these bongos and shit, I have them running to the percussion bus, which I just have some EQ, some more EQ, just taming the highs, a bus compressor, bus clipper, and some tremolo. By the way, a lot of tremolos on the signal chains are just because they're automated at this one part at the end. So that doesn't mean tremolo is throughout the entire thing. So yeah. Let's hear what the percussion sounds like with all this shit in it. Beautiful. What else? Do we have anything different? So we have more vocal chops coming in at this pre-chorus. I love these vocal chops. They were so much fun to make. Wow. That's so cool. I want to show you. I never like showed you the thing for these. So for these vocal chops, where's the things? Yeah. Okay. So I had automated little altar boy for each of those. So that's like the that pitch format you hear changing. You hear how it like kind of goes up. So that's what I use for that. For this intro sweep, I forgot to show, like, there's 2 sweeps that go into the vocal chops, which I have Hitsville EQ, or not Hitsville EQ, Hitsville reverb chambers, 1176, and then a directional mixer. I have it just really, I had automated it to kind of start off really tight and then have the direction coming in from the right, and then the stereo spread widen as it leads in as the direction goes to the middle, if that makes any sense. So just thought I'd let you know. I have I don't know if, did I go over this? I don't think I did. The vocal chop bus, I just have heat wave, and some fusion EQ, just boosting the highs. I really wanted these to be really bright, so they cut through the mix really nicely. So yeah. And then in the pre-chorus we add in some vocals. Let's take a ponder. We add in some vocals. No shit. Sorry. We add in some new vocals and new background vocals and harmonies and beautiful accents.
Way to turn this into a shit show. All along they told me that you had to go, and I knew it too, but I stayed with you. I hate.
Alright, we'll go to that part in a second. So we just have.
Listen to a shit show. All along they told me that you had to go, and you knew it too, but I stayed with you.
So that's really it. Yeah. Alt chorus or refrain. I still have not updated this since I wrote it in this part. So this is, I forgot what I decided this part is. I think this is just like, yeah, this is the chorus 2. Okay, so in the chorus 2, we add in our keyscape again. Do y'all remember what that sounds like? I hope you do. There you go. That's what you get. All right. Still with the chord and arpeggios. We add in this mini freak lead. This is what it sounds like. I think this is the most stupidest lead I've ever made. It's like literally, and I have it set to like absolutely nothing, so you can barely hear it too. Is this Kung Fu Panda? What the fuck is this? What is this? I mean, it sounds retarded. Excuse my language. It sounds stupid. So, but hey, you can barely hear it. You can't even hear it. I cannot hear that when I'm listening to the song. And if you can, you're a freak. So, the lead I just have running through some 1176 little radiator direction mix. This I just used to make it more mono. And then tremolo for that automation part, just if you remember. I don't think any, I mean, okay, so like, I'm kind of not really giving these parts that like play throughout the entire song any justice, because they do change up, obviously.
I just wanna be okay. Put you in the basement freezer, 'cause I don't care how you feel. All the time I am with you. Gotta wish if you me too. You never look from my point of view.
Alright, let's go over that, guys. Let's go over it. So, in this alt chorus, this is the only part that I have this in. It's just some mouth percussion. Sounds like an event at an orgy. Oral percussion. Lovely. Where did everything go? Where was I? Okay, back up here. Perfect. So these are again consolidated. What it sounds like. I have some Hey Shout, Who Are You? Which I have automated with these awesome little plugins. We got little altar boy, of course, Supermassive, of course, and Decapitator, of course. Same thing with this one. And then these are just, yeah, okay, listen. That sounds like Kanye West's song. I had too many friends that died. That's that I think I honestly think they might have used Supermassive on that, because that sounds like what they did at the end of that. Like, I sound like an alien in there too. So yeah, wow. So that's our oral percussion. And then I have these tremolo bass shit. So yeah, there's that. These are just the choir. That's crazy. I sound like Miley Cyrus. And it kind of repeats, but this changes, I think. I guess not, but the waveforms look different for some reason. Interesting. Alright. And then we just have the lead. Who cares about the lead, honestly? Boo-hoo, nobody cares. Vocal chops. That's cool. I like that. That's why I put it in. And then we have some more harmonies. We got some quads. We got some choir. Perfect.
I hate when I look in the mirror and I see your face and it gets clearer. I just wanna be your killer. Put you in the basement freezer.
This doesn't. When I bounce these, some of these got out of line. It's not like. Wait.
I hate when I look in the mirror and I see your face and it gets clearer. I just wanna be your killer. Put you in the basement freezer. 'Cause I don't care how you feel. All the time arguing with you. God, I wish if you knew too. You never look from my point of view.
Okay, so that's kind of what we got going on in the background. So yeah, and then we go into this little breakdown part. So, the breakdown part, I throw in some TB303. Roland. We have some arpeggios, some bass arpeggios is what it sounds like. This sounds like Spy Kids or like I don't know, The Matrix or some shit. So we have that running through some vintage drive and some more Heatwave, I guess. And then it doesn't show, but in the plugin when I wrote this out, I had some resonance automation, so that's the filter and resonance. So yeah, that's what you hear. This is the one that you can't really hear. I love this. So cool. Do we have anything else? We just go through, what is this difference? Oh, this is just lowered, okay. In the effects, we have some shit going on. And then we have this little noise burst. I was just dragging, like, rises and drops, because sometimes I'll use a drop or, like, a cymbal or a snare, and then add reverb, then bounce it, and then chop it, reverse it. That sounds like a Missy Elliott song. Flip it and reverse it. That's Missy Elliott. What is she doing in my song? So yeah, I'll reverse it and then it'll turn into a riser. So mathematics, guys. So yeah, anyways, I was dragging falls, impacts into Logic, and I was just like, I really like this part, how it's there. Like, I like how it accents there, but I don't want it to be like a I want it to just be that little. So that's what that is. That's exactly what I did. Then once we get into the vocals, we have some, we add some vocals, is what I'm trying to say. We just add in the old, like the same old beat that we had from before. We change up the vocals. I have this like really auto-tuned lead that I have running through Alter Boy. Then I also have this modulated or automated through Echo Boy as well on some of the accents, like on feel. And I forgot what guys. What are the lyrics?
I don't know how to do, talking to you anymore, don't know how to feel. I'll be out of here real soon, packing up my suitcase right as we do.
Alright. For the background vocals, we just have some distorted ass. Ew, I kind of really don't like that at all. That kind of gave me the cringe. It's okay. And then I just did this little with my mouth. Oral percussion. That sounds like a dinosaur. What the fuck? And then for that bus, I just have it running through 1176 and then decapitated. So we can decapitate it. It's great. It's just great at its job. Pre-chorus, we just going with that same pattern. Oh, I want to show you guys this. I had this glass granular thing. I don't know how to make this shit in Serum. I'm trying to teach myself like percussion sound design and like effects sound design, cause like I'm like, oh my gosh, if underscores, oh jeez, fuck, that scared the fuck out of me. If they can do it, I can do it. But indeed, I can't yet. So, we're gonna work on that. But so far, I just dragged it in from Slice. Thank you, Slice. Awesome. That's so fire. And we add in our bongos again. We add in that bass lead. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, what is this? What is the difference between this? Okay, so this one is kind of softer, and it also has like a pitch drop at the start, so that's what's different about it. Wow. Alright, so yeah, then we have the chops going through again. Okay, yeah. So now we can go through this second chorus, which we add some stuff into. So let's just listen from here.
What if I wanna keep the memories? What if I wanna drain you empty? Don't look at me to feel bad for you. It's not what I do.
Alright, so background vocals. We got choir. And then I don't even, these aren't named right, so I actually have no idea what these are.
What if I wanna keep the memories? What if I wanna drain you empty? Don't look at me to feel bad for you. It's not what I do. 'Cause I don't care how you feel. All the time, arguing with you. Gotta let you feel me too. Never leave my point of view.
Okay, can't go through that part because that part is fire. So we're gonna save that for 1 second. So yeah, we just have some more harmonies. And then that chorus sub added again. Guys, it's 12:46, I'm tired. Percussion stays the same. I do know the kick does, the kick is like the pretty much the only thing in the percussion that changes often. So I usually work on like the kicks when I'm writing a kick. I'll have like different patterns for each part. So like I'll have like a more simple pattern, and then I'll have a more complex pattern, and then like I don't know, fucking kicks on every fucking 8th note or 16th. Like, you know, just switch it up. But otherwise the rest is just kind of keeping the rhythm. So yeah, stays pretty much the same. We add in that fucking Kung Fu Panda lead. What else we got? Oh, yeah, okay. So, let's go through the post chorus. So, the bass changes up a little bit. So, we, instead of it just being sustained, we have a little bit of a... And the piano, we have a little switch up. Let's listen. I used a different piano for these. Can't go to that part yet. And then the arpeggios, it just drops off to the... So we take out the chord plucks, these. We add in some fills with a snare. See, there is some stuff. It is unique. Unique. You are unique. Okay, so yeah, I think that's, oh, we had some, what is this? Oh, it's just that, okay, it's that choir from before that we heard. I think this does this change up? Okay, so I guess it doesn't change. Okay, well, I don't know why they're colored differently then. Okay, well, whatever. Alright. Yay, we get to move on to the bridge, my favorite part. So, we added these beautiful freaking melody choir bullshit thingies. Beautiful.
Oh, I try you every time. Oh, no leaving it behind. Sometimes I cried. Oh, they make me wanna.
Beautiful, like actually beautiful. Like I'm not gonna say that. Okay, so then throughout that we just have this beautiful.
Every time. Don't leave it behind. Sometimes I cried.
Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Okay, anyways. We switch up some percussion. It's just playing the the hat on this little that eighth note. How innovative. Instead of on both of them. So I don't know. Okay, yeah, so this does change. Okay. So the shaker loop are reversed. Did I add anything? Oh yeah, I added some more fills in with these gosh, excuse me, these bongos. Let's listen. So yeah, it just adds in some more bibbidi boppity boo bops. And yeah, this hat stays the same. We have, I love how this, gosh, why am I yawning? Okay. But I love that, like the knocking. It's like, that's awesome. And then I have this, I took that hi-hat, and I just looped it, and it's very annoying. It sounds like a cicada or something. Sounds like BB-8 dying? Question mark. This is the chord plug. I just did a lead though, so I just did the fuck is it called? A pedal. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did a pedal tone with this, and I just have it running through a saturator. I think it's like the same. Yeah, it's the same the same chain, just with a saturator. So, and then ooh la la, in the choruses in the bridge, we add in this little counter melody. This sounds like a lullaby. I'm gonna be sleeping good tonight. Anyways, what do we got? Okay, so yeah, these are the fucking hell. These are the harmonies.
What if I wanna keep the memories?
I think it's the same
What
as.
if I wanna drain you empty? Don't look at me to feel bad for you. It's not what I do. Really, I'm happier alone. I hate when your face pops up on my phone. I was into you, but it wasn't giving me what you had promised.
Lovely. So yeah, I guess that's a breakdown, man. Speed run 50 minutes. God damn. But yeah, so I just have it running through Ozone. This is not what the mastering is gonna be fine, like, in the final version. What the fuck am I saying? I do my own mastering. So I create a signal chain with all the plugins and, you know. But this is just, a quick way to master it, just for checking a mix and then taking it to the car and then listening to it in there. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. So, I hope you found this interesting. Also, I pitched it up to 460 hertz, which I do with all of my projects. Well, not projects, specifically on this project I'm working on. Not this project, this album project I'm working on. But yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much it, babes. I mean, in the end, it says we have 227 tracks, but I think initially it was like 170. What is half of 227? Well, actually, no, because that wouldn't work, because I have, yeah. I think it was like around 170 tracks total. I could go back to my other project, but I want to go to bed, y'all. So, I hope you enjoy this. My bad for kind of like losing my train of thought like 15,000 times, but hey, we got this. Alright, peace.